ko lang ulit. Okay, so ayan, balik tayo dun sa part ng discussion kung saan siya naputol. So sabi niya, di ba, it produces 4 daughter cells at magkakaiba sila. So maaaring yung kambal, for example, si JN, ito siya yung puro blue. Tapos, si NJ, ito siya, majority of her genes, kulay blue pa rin, pero meron na siyang part na kulay red. So even though they are twins, they are still genetically different from each other. So meron silang magkapareho, majority of the genes pareho sila, pero merong part where they are different from each other, which makes us really unique from other people. Okay? So tatandaan ninyo, ito ay isa pa lang, galing pa lang to sa isang parent. Yung magiging haploid na coming from the other parent, maaaring magkaiba ulit kayo ng matanggap. So talagang magkaiba kayo ng inyong mga kapatid. And this one, the differences or your uniqueness is actually made possible because of what we call as meiosis. So itong crossing over, it only happens during prophase 1. Hindi siya nangyayari sa mitosis. Okay? Kasi sa mitosis, we produce offspring that is identical to each other. Pero sa meiosis, hindi siya ganon. It produces offspring that is different from one another. So the crossing over happens here. So hindi ko siya ma-zoom in, pero actually nagkakaroon ng exchange of genes doon sa area where the chromosomes overlap each other. Okay? And then after that, the nuclear membrane will disintegrate, and then the mitotic spindle fibers will attach doon sa chromosomes, specifically in their centromere. So pag naka-attach na siya sa centromere, it will now go to metaphase 1. And during metaphase 1, the same, your chromosomes will line up in the middle of the cell. Okay? And then after it lines up in the middle of the cell, it will now go to your anaphase. So during anaphase, your cells are, your chromosomes are being pulled away from each other. So pareho lang din until it reaches the opposite poles, which is your telophase. So wala nang mitotic spindle dito. Meron ng nuclear membrane. And then yung cleavage furrow, nandyan na rin. It starts to divide into 2 cells. So kung mapapansin ninyo, itong genes na nandito sa isang cell, yung kulay blue somehow may orange na. Tapos yung orange dito somehow may blue na. And then on this other cell, ganun din, yung orange may blue na, and then the blue meron na siyang a little bit of orange. And they are all different from each other. Okay, so this one is different from here, this one is different from here. Telophase 1, if you can see, we are still 2n in number. Ibig sabihin, diploid pa rin ang telophase 1. Okay? Hindi pa naghihiwalay itong chromosomes. Ang naghiwalay lang ay yung homologous chromosomes. So we are still diploid in number. After telophase 1, it will go back to prophase 2. So during prophase 2, similar ang mangyayari. We have centrosomes that will produce spindle fibers. And then the nuclear membrane will start to disappear. And then the mitotic spindle will attach to your chromosomes. Once they are attached, the chromosomes will line up in the middle for metaphase 2. Once they are in the middle, they will be pulled away from each other. This is anaphase 2. So dito pa lang siya nagiging haploid in number. Kasi yung iisang chromosome nakakalahati na siya. Kalahati niya napunta dito, yung kalahati napunta on the other side. So at this point of meiosis, the cell is already haploid in number. Kalahati na lang. Until it reaches the opposite side. Once it reaches the opposite sides of the cell, we go to telophase 2. Wala nang mitotic spindle fibers. Bumabalik yung nuclear envelope. Nagkakaroon ng cleavage furrow. So now we produce 4 daughter cells. And each daughter cells are haploid in number. And they are different genetically from each other. Hindi ko talaga siya ma-zoom. Itong cell na to, meron siyang purely orange at saka purely blue na maliit. Pagdating dito, iba siya. Yung blue na maliit, meron siyang maliit na orange. Yung malaking orange, meron siyang maliit na blue. On this side, magkaiba pa rin. Ang malaki yung blue, may maliit na orange. Yung maliit na orange, meron na siyang kulay blue. And then on the other side, still the same. Magkaiba sila ng genes. Okay, wait lang. Okay, so kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, at the end of meiosis, it produces daughter cells that are very different from each other. They will never be the same because of this crossing over. Okay, so again, we start with a diploid organism. This organism will produce haploid, will produce sex cells through the process of meiosis. So after the process of meiosis, ang gametes na mapuproduce nila is already haploid. So the egg cell is haploid, the sperm cell is haploid. When they fertilize, they produce a zygote that is diploid in number. And then this will undergo mitosis hanggang sa maging bata na siya, hanggang sa maging toddler na siya, hanggang sa maging teenager na siya, which is already diploid in number. Okay? So kaya nagkakaroon ng tinatawag nating genetic shuffling. Itong picture na to, pinapakita lang nila how magkaiba yung, yung mga magiging anak. Maaaring ang mukha nakuha sa nanay, yung buhok nasa tatay. Ito naman mukha sa tatay, yung kanyang hair nasa nanay. Ito is identical dun sa nanay. So the reason why is because meiosis shuffles or kumbaga binabali-baliktad niya yung genes so that we are different from one another. And this is achieved through what we call as yung crossing over. And crossing over happens during the prophase 1. Okay, so ito yung crossing over. Let's be more genetic about it. So kanina, ang pinag-uusapan lang natin ay yung kulay. So kung mapapansin niyo yung originally na kulay blue, nahahaluan na siya ng orange. Yung originally na orange, nahahaluan na siya ng kulay blue. But if we're going to talk about it genetically, ito siya. Originally, ang kanyang gene sequence ay A, G, C, C, G. Okay? Ito ay for the mother. Di ba nung inaral niyo ng grade 10 yung DNA, meron kayong adenine, guanine, cytosine. So ito yon. So yung mother, ang kanyang gene sequence ay adenine, guanine, cytosine, cytosine, guanine. Okay? Yung father niya ay guanine, adenine, thymine, thymine, adenine. Okay? So pag nagkaroon ng crossing over, magkakapalit itong guanine at thymine at saka itong cytosine and adenine dito. So at the end of meiosis, yung isang anak, ang kanyang gene sequence ay adenine, guanine, thymine na yung nandito. And then thymine and adenine, nagpalit na. And then ito naman, this is another child, guanine and adenine, tas ang nakuha na niya is yung cytosine, cytosine, and guanine. So ano ang nagbaliktad? Itong tatlong genes na nasa dulo. Kaya magkaiba na talaga yung possible offspring after meiosis. Okay? So maaaring for mitosis kasi, ayan yung possible combination. Magkapareho. Originally blue, ang mapoproduce niya ay blue. Pagdating sa meiosis, hindi. Meron na siyang tinatawag na recombination na nangyayari. Okay, I don't think I need this. Okay, so let's differentiate again yung dalawang uri ng cell division natin, mitosis versus meiosis. Again, in mitosis, ang napoproduce niya na daughter cells are 2N or diploid in number. So, kapareho ng chromosome number ng parent. Pero in meiosis, ang napoproduce na daughter cells is haploid in number. Kalahati lang nung genes ang meron siya. Okay? Mitosis, ang tawag niya ay clone because it is producing daughter cells that are identical to the parent. Kaparehong-kapareho ng parent. Wala silang pinagkaiba. Kaya ang tawag ay clone. Pero pagdating sa meiosis, it produces daughter cells that are different from each other. Different from the parent cell and different from each other. So, magkaiba na sa magulang pero sila mismo magkakaiba pa rin. And then, mitosis has the same genetic information, pero in meiosis, no. They don't have the same number of chromosomes and they don't have the same gene sequence. Kaya nga nagkakaroon ng shuffling or mixing up of what we call as genes. Shuffling of the genes. Okay? If we are going to put it in a cycle, mas maiksi ang mitosis. Interphase, it will go prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis, and now we have the daughter cells. So, mas maiksi siya. Pero, it produces diploid cells. Pagdating ng meiosis, mas mahaba siya kasi umuulit-ulit siya ng cell division. So, prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1, and it will go back to prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, and telophase 2. So, it can produce 4 daughter cells. Compared dito, 2 lang ang kanyang daughter cells. Mitosis, it produces diploid cells. Meiosis produces haploid cells. Okay? And we understand the reason kung bakit siya kailangan maging haploid. Okay? Para pagdating ng fertilization, hindi sobra yung magiging chromosome number ng magiging parents. Ng magiging offspring. Okay? So, do we have